You deserve to be loved, truly loved.
Daniel sat in his car, staring at the message on his phone. You deserve to be loved, truly loved. It wasn't from his wife. His hands trembled as he locked the screen. He wasn't a cheater, not yet, but the temptation was real. For the first time in his 10-year marriage, Daniel felt that another woman understood him better than his wife, Clara. And all it took were simple words. Words he had begged to hear for years, but Clara never said, "I love you." Why was it so hard for her? He gave her everything, a house, stability, faithfulness. He thought love was obvious, written in the way he woke up early to beat traffic just to provide, in how he carried her bags when she was tired, in the way he defended her in front of friends and family. Yet every night, when he looked into Clara's eyes, he longed for her to say 3 words, just 3 words, but they never came. To Clara, actions were enough. She showed her love by making meals, keeping the home, and caring for their children. She didn't believe in sweet talk or daily confessions of love. Why should I repeat what he already knows? She often thought. But to Daniel, silence was suffocating. He began to question himself. Was he truly loved, or was their marriage just routine? Frustration turned to distance. Daniel became quieter at home, less playful with the kids, and easily irritated with Clara. She noticed but couldn't understand. Why isn't he satisfied? I'm doing everything a good wife should, she thought. But Daniel didn't want more chores done. He wanted more words spoken. He wanted to hear love, not just see it in duties. One evening at work, a colleague named Amara noticed his mood. She was gentle, soft-spoken, and she always had a kind word for him. "Daniel, you're one of the hardest working men I know. Any woman would be lucky to have you." That single sentence hit him like thunder. His chest warmed, not because he was attracted to her, but because those words were what he craved at home. The days that followed brought more affirmations. You always find solutions when others give up. Your dedication inspires me. I admire the way you carry yourself. Simple phrases, but they filled the emptiness Clara's silence had created. And then came the message. You deserve to be loved. Truly loved. Daniel's heart pounded. He knew he was standing at a dangerous crossroads. That evening, Clara noticed something different. Daniel sat at the dinner table, distant, pushing food around his plate. "Is everything all right?" she asked. "Fine," he muttered. But she knew he wasn't fine. He was slipping away. Later that night, as he showered, Clara picked up his phone to set an alarm for him, something she often did. A notification flashed across the screen. She froze. The name read, Amara. Her heart sank. Curiosity burned through her fear. She opened the message. You deserve to be loved, truly loved. Clara's world crumbled. Tears blurred her vision. She sat on the bed, clutching the phone like a lifeline. For the first time, she realized her husband's loneliness. When Daniel came out, she was waiting. "Daniel," she whispered, holding the phone. "Who is Amara?" The room thickened with silence. He closed his eyes. "She's a colleague." "And this?" Clara's voice cracked as she read the message aloud. Daniel looked at her, guilt and pain mixing in his eyes. "Clara, I haven't done anything wrong, but she says the things I've been dying to hear from you for 10 years, Clara. 10 years, and you've never said you love me. Not once." Clara gasped. "But you know I love you. I've shown you." "I don't want to guess, Clara." His voice rose for the first time in years. "I want to hear it. I need to hear it. Every man in the world could praise me, but if you don't, what's the point? I'm starving in my own marriage." The words pierced Clara. She realized that her silence, what she thought was harmless, had been slowly draining the life out of their love. That night, while Daniel slept restlessly, Clara sat awake replaying every moment of their marriage. The birthdays she baked cakes for, the anniversaries she decorated the living room for, the times she stayed up nursing the kids. She thought she had been loving him well, but she had never given him the one thing his soul craved: affirmation. She cried quietly, realizing she had almost lost her husband not to betrayal, but to neglect of his heart's language. The next morning, Daniel woke up to find Clara sitting beside him, her eyes red from crying. She held his hand. "Daniel, I'm sorry. I've loved you every day for the last 10 years, but I never told you. I thought you knew. I thought actions were enough, but I was wrong. You needed to hear it, and I failed you." Tears slipped down Daniel's cheeks. Clara cupped his face. "I love you," she said firmly. "I love you when you wake up before dawn to provide for us. I love you when you carry the weight of this family without complaint. I love you when you laugh with the kids, when you defend me, when you choose us every single day. Daniel, I love you." For the first time in a decade, Daniel heard the words he had longed for. His chest heaved with relief. The weeks that followed became a healing season. Clara made a habit of speaking affirmations daily. "You're a wonderful husband. Thank you for working so hard for us. I love you." At first, it felt awkward for her, but she pushed through because she knew his heart depended on it. Daniel, in turn, softened. He smiled more, laughed more, and began to share openly again. The tension melted into closeness. Amara's messages stopped. Daniel no longer needed her words. His well was being filled at home. 3 months later, at a family gathering, Clara stood up with a glass in her hand. Everyone turned to her. She cleared her throat nervously. "I just want to say something," she began, glancing at Daniel. "I've been married to the most amazing man for 10 years, and I don't say it enough, but I love you, Daniel. I love you more today than I did on our wedding day." The room erupted in cheers. Daniel's eyes glistened as he pulled her into an embrace. For the first time, he felt publicly affirmed, seen, and cherished. Later that night, Daniel whispered, "Thank you, Clara, for saving us." She smiled softly. "No, thank you for teaching me that love isn't just about what we do. Sometimes it's about what we say." And as she drifted into sleep beside him, Daniel finally felt whole. Not because of gifts, not because of grand gestures, but because his wife had learned his love language, words of affirmation. Love is not one size fits all. Some people need actions, some need time, some need touch. But for Daniel, love was a word, spoken, repeated, affirmed. And sometimes 3 simple words can save a marriage.